Hi everyone, welcome to the studio today. So before the pandemic, I made a purchase of some Craft Smart metallic paints, and they have a silver, a gold, and a copper. And then they also have them as glitter paint. Now, I believe, it doesn't say it on them, it just says washable paint, but I believe they might be a Tempra base. I am just interested in how these will interact with the flow mix that I usually use and with regular craft acrylic paints that I usually use. So I'm going to try a painting. I think I'll just do a tree ring pour just to see how they interact together with that mix and my acrylic paints. All right, so let's try that. All right, so I'm going to use a 12 by 12 canvas. These paints that I'm trying out are glitter and metallic paints made by Craft Smart. I noticed the glitter pretty much disappeared when I mixed in my Floetrol and Flow Mix with glue. The metallic paint rang true, it's still kind of there. And then the other layer that I'm going to use is just a blue that I have a mixture of many blues mixed up with my Flow Mix. Again, my Flow Mix recipe is at the end of my video. So let's get started. Let's see how this works. I'm going to do a tree ring pour. Let me get rid of some of the skins. You see, if you reuse your gloves, you want to make sure that your paints are thoroughly off of your gloves before you start. Otherwise, you'll have pieces down in your paint. Like I said, I just want to see how this paint interacts with my acrylics. I have never used these paints before. I purchased them from the art store just before all of the lockdown here. So we'll see how that works. Maybe a little bit more of that. Now that's the glitter one. I'm going to put a layer of blue in between. Just a little bit. I really want to see if it disappears into the blue during this pour. It should be about half. Now I bought these craft stir sticks from the dollar store. So just a note to everybody who might think these colored craft sticks are kind of cool. The dye does come off of them. So as you can see, I have a little bit of blue coming off of this one in my gold. That is not always acceptable. But for an experiment painting like this, it's okay. I know I said I was going to do a tree ring pour, but I've changed my mind. I'm going to do this one as a flip cup. I think it will probably hold its color a little bit better. And since I'm really just experimenting with these golds, I just want to give it all of the chance that it can get. All right, so I'm going to flip straight in the middle. This is a little 12 by 12 canvas, so it's easy to put it on the top. Flip it right over, just leave it sit there for a minute. It will roll down. Like I said, I'm going to pick it straight up. If it'll let go. There we go. Lots of paint. I think I may have lost every bit of glitter, but I don't know that for sure. I'm going to give myself the rest of this. Bubbles right there, but or some cells right there, but I'm not sure. I guess I need to let this settle for a minute, so there's a lot of air coming up. Alright, so I let it rest for a little while. It doesn't seem like anything else is going to come up in this pattern, so I'm going to go ahead and begin tilting off some of the paint. See what we get. It just seems as though the glitter is just going to go into the background of this. And it actually seems like it's gained water, and it wasn't that watery when I poured it, it didn't seem like. We may end up having this be a nice background for a different painting. Alright, let's try this way. And I'm not really getting much of a pattern to tilt here. It's really just mixed together in a different life. All right, let us go this way. So this painting really just ended up with a blah. Not a lot of composition, not a lot of contrast, very subtle. A little bit of something happening right there, but not much. So I think this one is one that we'll use these colors as a background, but that's okay. Alright, so I am going to attempt to remedy this painting, and the way that I'm thinking is best to do that is I'm going to put some stripes of paint across it and blow over with my cell activator. So a cell activator is where you mix 3 parts Floetrol, 1 part paint. This is a white cell activator. I also have a black, but I'm going to use white because I already have such dark colors. And the way you do that is you lay in a stripe of the desired colors. Let me let that one sit for a minute because I just mixed it. It has some bubbles coming up. So some of the, actually I'm going to put the cell activator down a little bit first just because I need the contrast underneath. So a little bit of white. And this is a burgundy that's been mixed up from other colors. No silicone. I like to kind of start my pour over the edge just so I don't have a big puddle. I don't always achieve that, but I try that. I've mixed up some gold also. And let me get a stripe of gold on this side too. I might go for one more stripe of burgundy in there too. What did I say? A little bit of burgundy. One more stripe of burgundy. Now I think, now with the cell activator you can do a couple different things. You can put your stripe in the middle and blow it out, or you can put your stripes on the outside and blow it in. I think I'm going to go for the top. Let me move things because this can get windy. All right, so there it is. We messed it up and we fixed it all in one day. Isn't that fabulous? I hope you enjoyed this one.